Welcome, pivoters, to my channel. So, if you saw my headline, it says, Why I Do Not Like Living in Jamaica, right? Well, that was when I first started traveling to Jamaica some years ago. I would say I started traveling consistently and taking sabbaticals back in 2012. Um, and doing so, I enjoy coming to Jamaica for the culture, right? The food, the music, the beach, the water, right? But as I began to live and take longer sabbaticals here in Jamaica, I realized there were a lot of things I did not like about Jamaica. Okay. Um, I am a born citizen whose father is from Jamaica, whose father was born and raised in Jamaica. And I am also married to a Jamaican, but he was raised in Brooklyn at the early age of 8. I believe around 7 or 8. He left Jamaica. They left Jamaica, and he was raised in Brooklyn. And so we do have a home here. Um, I will be speaking about St. James Parish, specifically Montego Bay. Okay. And a lot of the things that I did not like about Jamaica were things I had to get adjusted to. And the reason why I'm doing this video, let me start there. The reason I'm doing this video um, is because a lot of people that travel to Jamaica um, and talk about how they want to move to Jamaica is based off of most of them. What I'm saying is based off of my experience and my right is based off of life living in the resorts. And what do I mean by that? A lot of people assume Jamaica is about the resort life. And so that's why they love Jamaica, right? That's not the true Jamaica, right? That is not the local Jamaica. And what do I mean by that? Um, Tourism make about 85% give or take, right? That percentage. But it makes a huge percentage of revenue for the island. So when you go to these resorts, right, for the most part, because you still have your minute issues in resorts, but for the most part, the customer service is on a different level than it is in living in a local community. Um, the ambiance, the entertainment, the actual aesthetics, right, are totally different in certain parts of Jamaica. Again, we're talking Montego Bay. So, for example, when you're at a resort, right, you're going to get most of the things that you need. You're not going to experience um, what locals experience during a regular day, right? Water outage, right? Electricity outage, right? Um, what else can I share that to the point? Because what I'm sharing, I want to be able to share things that are not really common in other areas, in other countries, more so the United States, because that's where I come from. I don't want to do a pros and cons. I really don't like pros and cons too much because of the fact um, it could get it could become off, right? And yes, it's your opinion, and that's what I'm gonna talk about, right? So when I say life, if your experience of Jamaica is resort only, and that's why you love Jamaica and want to move to Jamaica, you're going to be highly disappointed and you're going to not want to live in Jamaica, right? Because your perception of Jamaica is off, right? Um, and then to the other factor as to people wanting to move to Jamaica, not because of the resorts, right? But they want to be around the beach all day, right? They want to drink rum all day, right? They want to just wear shorts or bikini all day long, right? And they really think that, or they want to party all day, and they really think that that's what the island is made up of, right? Every single day. And although those are true factors, living amongst locals, you can find a good party, you can find great drinks, right? You can find beautiful beaches, right? The question is, what is your preference? What are you really looking for, right? Um, and so now you're in Jamaica, and now you've done no research on housing, you've done no research on transportation, right? You don't understand the money value or the transfer of money. You don't understand that um, prices have went up here because a lot of things are um, sent over. When things are there's a word I'm looking for and I can't think. I just got had a brain freeze.